All right, guys, we're live. Except for Ruben.
He's alive.
Partly.
And well.
Yeah, his team won last night.
Safe.
Yeah. Seen him laying a bunch of cash out on the pool table. That's always a good sign. We waiting through the Viagra commercial?
Yeah. or for it to kick in one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of King of the Hill. Where we gotta get Tim Z off that hill, man. He's been on there four consecutive weeks. So now he has to go to 80. And we got three people that are ready to knock him off. We got Ron Johnson, Ruben from Rubester 760, and Marco from Marco Billiards. And helping me commentate, I got Mr. Edit One. All right.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me there, Chuck. I guess it's on me. All right. Yeah. I seen the drawing the other day. They had a lot of names in there, and I think the way you did this year with the handicap kind of works out. I thought what would end up happening is you might have some guys who are kind of a speed or two underneath that would end up in there with Tim, who maybe haven't had a shot yet and would have a good opportunity tonight. But Tim's got his work cut out for him because he's got three killers in there. Marco's had more crowns than anybody can count. And Ruben and Ron are both looking to be the first time crown winner. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out tonight. Tim's got to make it to 80. But he did inform me before the broadcast that he only has to make it to 30 to send two guys home tonight. So everybody's going to have to be sharp. I think Tim is probably going to be the underdog in this just because of the spread. But I think if anybody can get to that 80 points, I think it's Tim. He's definitely one of the higher point earners in this format. So I toast everybody who's playing tonight. Good luck to the shooters. And let's get down to business.
Well, it's all going to be based on who gets the first jump out of points the first half, and that's what he's talking about. If we can get somebody, get a 15 or a couple tens in that first half, it's going to be it's going to set the pace for the rest of the game. And you guys, I want a fair fight, no low blows, no biting. And, we're going to have fun. And let me go over the rules with you guys. Those of you who don't know, he's over waving something I see. What you waving?
Oh, I was just saying I'm ready to go. I got my trophy and I got my skinny pop. Just super excited about the matchup tonight. Carry on.
What the heck is skinny pops?
you mess with the skinny pop? Skinny popcorn?
No, man.
How do you think I stay so damn skinny? I'm eating the skinny pop.
Do you got Duke's mayonnaise up there?
You got what?
Duke's mayonnaise.
I don't know what the hell that is.
No,
Mayonnaise,
Chuck,
man.
we do not have Dukes up here.
All right. Tim's got Duke's mayonnaise.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that a Southern thing?
It is.
Oh, okay.
That's a Southern thing.
Chuck, that was one thing I didn't get to try when I was out there, so I'm a little disappointed that you didn't greeted me like the host you should have been.
I'll send you some guys some soon. All right, let's go to the rules. Okay, the game is 10 ball. Each ball counts as a point. Wherever you miss, you just count the balls you made. If you break, well, of course you got to break. After the break, you get the choice between taking ball in hand or not. If you pocket a ball and you decide not to take ball in hand, you can earn up to 15 points. If you break dry, which means you don't make a ball on the break, you can still leave it where it's at, run the rack, and you'll start earning you 12. If you do take ball in hand or scratch, it's you can earn up to 10 points. Any legal called shot on the 10 pocketed will add 5 points to your score. So if you make the 1, 2, and 3, you make the 4, 10 combo, your score is 8 for that game. 1, 2, and 3 have to be racked in the corners. If you make the 10 ball on break, you have the choice between racking it up again or spotting the 10 and keep your run going. Did I miss anything? No ball in hand. Early on the 10, unless there's no other option, and then you just can spot it out. I think I got everything. All right, y'all see this banner behind me here? I'm gonna bring on Ruben, and he'll tell you about it.
Yeah, Chuck, that right there, what you see is a little preview of an upcoming match. What it is right there, you see it, it's High Run Pool. And what it is, it's a new virtual format we're going to try to kick off, which it's all about the high run, and it is a shooter's game. So we'll get into all the rules and stuff later as we go. We might do a little dry run later today, maybe after the show, Chuck, and to show you guys what it's all about. But that is the new one. It's HR Pool, which is for a high run pool. And like I said, it's a shooter's game. I think you guys will enjoy it. Chuck's already gave it a run. He fell in love. And we've already did a dry run with Darren about a year ago. And it did take about a year to work out the kinks. So I think we figured it out. It's very enjoyable to play. And it's like I said, it's a high run pool. It's sounds fairly easy, but it's actually a real skilled game that will test any shooter's ability.
It's a frustrating game.
Yeah, exactly. Anything that's frustrated, of course, is addicting, and it's something that anybody out there could play, whether you play it against yourself or you play it against anybody else. I'm happy to debut it on a virtual format. Like I said, I think you guys will enjoy it. I know Chuck did. And, it's very hard for that guy to give you a thumbs up on something he enjoys. Right, Chuck?
Oh, yeah. And my highest score is 40 so far. I'm proud of that one.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that, Chuck. When did you sneak in another test run?
Yesterday. I told you about it yesterday. I told you I didn't get it on camera, though, but I got 40.
You know what? It was during my when I was battling it out in Ukaipa, which we did come out victorious, by the way. So congratulations to my team if you guys are watching. The Outlaws, we did it. We got one more to go, and we punched our ticket to Vegas. So good luck over at Regionals, and if we shoot that good, we ought to take it home easy. So like I said, stay tuned. Hopefully we'll do a dry run of the HR Pool after the show and give you guys a little taste of what it's all about and go over some of the rules as well. Right, Chuck?
Yes, sir. Let's go over to the king. So kind of lonely up on top of that hill, ain't it, buddy?
That's right. Right. It won't be long. It's not this week. See, if I can hold them off to 30, then I got a chance. But it's going to be tough to beat someone to 80, 60. Just depends. I just can't try to get any zeros, ones, or twos like I have been in those low scoring innings. Kind of get away with it.
Well, all you can do is play your game and, and just leave it on the table, man. Win, lose, draw, just leave it on the table,
Yes, sir. I'll give it a whirl. Good luck, guys.
Good luck to you, buddy.
I'm going to go with the firing order, which I got, the King of the Hills always first. So I got Tim, Ruben, Ron Johnson, and Marco will finish the inning.
Cool.
Are you guys ready?
Ready. Sure, let's get it on.
Let's do battle, fellas.
Good
Shoot
luck,
well.
guys.
Good luck,
Shoot 'em.
everybody.
Shoot him well. Tim, take it easy on us.
Nice break.
Looks like a dry break there.
All right, going for 10.
I don't have to call them, so. Last one just. If I can build it.
All right, so we got a 2.
It's like I got a 2.
All right. Cross off with a 2. Go over to Ruben.
Tough break there, King.
You want the overhead, right?
Yeah, that one's good, Chuck.
4 got right.
Well, yeah, thank you for having me, Chuck. Let's see if I can break my record of a 3-ball run from last time I showed up on your show. I've been practicing day and night. Hopefully it pays off.
You got a ball down, like a 7 ball.
Oh, look at that
It's
3
already
ball.
paying off, all that practice.
That 3 ball's looking raw.
It
Yes.
is. Chuck, cut
Tough
the
stuff.
stream. I'm going to move it real quick. Not only the 3, look at the 2, though. Oh, man. All right, Chuck, it looks like I'm getting ball in hand.
That looks worse than mine.
Going
7
for
ball
10.
was down.
Yeah, that 3 is.
I thought
Yes.
I thought I could make that combo and just roll behind that ball and have enough space, but then when I looked at it, it didn't fit.
Wow.
Needs to-
Let the bad leaves begin.
He's going for that hole. That's a small hole.
It's a small hole. That's the only way I'm going to have to get it, but I only get. Oh,
I think you could draw to the side pocket and try to come from the very, just missing the side pocket, come straight. Oh, that might work too.
yeah, but you guys know how tight these side pockets are. All right, forget it. Just try to take the 2 points, maybe, or maybe more.
Yeah, that was a shot. That was it.
Great shot.
He got there. Maybe he can make the 10 early. He can throw it. Might play the 3 off the 10 in the corner too. It's going to be real close.
10 ball in the side pocket, Chuck.
All right, 10 ball on the side.
I'm just calling it. That's the only ball you have to call, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
You made them all.
Yeah,
Look
Ruben
at the
starting with
layout
3.
now.
All right, everybody, keep it close. Keep it fair. Give me a chance.
That was 4, Chuck.
So that was 4?
Yeah, I'd have the 7, the 1, the 2, and the 4.
All right, 4. My bad. All right, Ron, fire it up, buddy.
All right, bud.
At least the 15 is safe. He's got a nice spread.
Yeah, but I had a scratch. Nobody likes the scratch. And look at that 1-7. That's ugly.
Well, as long as you can make the 1, 7's going to be a lot better after this.
Yeah, I can't even sneak it down to that corner. So
Looks like you have to make the combo, huh?
my only hope is a combo here.
Can you hold it?
Yeah, I knew that. Knew that. Drifted over. Well, we're going to give it the old gusto. And scratch.
That was a good try. You should got a point out of it. 2 points.
Yeah.
So we got Ron Johnson with 1.
Hey, he said keep it close. So
It's working. Well, I'm 2/3 of the way through. See
Yeah,
if
we
Mark
could say it was the king's orders.
All right, Marco. They left you an opening.
Man, I practiced for an hour today. I didn't have a single 2.
8 ball down. Good spread.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Going for 10.
Oh. Got it.
Ouch. Still got a shot.
Sweet.
What a shot.
beautiful shot, Marco.
Great job.
Mm.
Still counts, though, right?
Yes, 7 for Marco.
Good. That's a good voice.
Good try, Marco.
Nice try.
Now we wanted to go for that 15.
All right, Tim, man, fire it up, buddy.
This is just not working out.
Nice. Man, you almost overcut that, Tim.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was like,
Mm.
We got 5. Put you at 7.
Commentators first.
Ruben.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, fire it up, buddy.
Did we lose Darren, or what? Is Darren not going to be around, or what?
No, he's still here.
I'm here, buddy. I was just eating popcorn.
Oh, enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, here I go. Seriously.
Made 1 ball.
Can't make this up, Chuck.
I'm
Well,
predicting.
it looks perfect. I think it's better than you think it is. That 2-5
Well,
can go right in there.
You guys all remember my rails are pretty bad. That's what I'm saying.
Go, go, go.
Oh, you played it where you played it where it laid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's no reason to even get balling in on that.
I thought you had a 1, but that's a 9 ball. Looks like a 1.
If you took ball in hand, could you shot the 2 in the other corner?
If I can't make that, Chuck.
No, I think he still would have went for that. It looked like it was going to line up perfect. Just hit those. His pockets are still pretty tight.
All right, Johnson, fire it up, buddy.
It's a good looking break right there.
Yeah, textbook.
That
Two's a
2
little
tucked
money.
behind that 10, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, That's going to be what's going to get
You
me.
just gotta hit it. You just gotta get in there and hit it. Just go dig for it. I think you'll get there. As long as
Take ball in hand.
Yeah, as long as you take ball in hand.
All right, going for 10.
Nope.
Think he can cross bank it. See how much one pocket he's been playing.
Yeah, it's definitely on like Donkey Kong.
Tried it.
Put a little too
Tough
much heat
break,
into it.
Ron.
All right, so that's 2 for Ron Johnson.
Killing it.
We're gonna have to do something. Or Marco's gonna run away with it.
All right, man.
3 months.
Now you can't tell it.
Ball in hand for sure.
Sweet.
So he's got to go around the world.
Perfect.
Great shot. Look at that stroke.
Straight in. For real.
Great
Nice
run,
out,
Marco.
That run was sweeter than you.
Great run.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, man, I put you at 17. All right. All right, Tim, man, fire it up, buddy.
There's the spread you wanted. Jeez, you got nothing but ducks on that table. Oh,
Great.
So we got 6.
Terrible.
Put you at 13. Go
I
over
think
to
the
Ruth.
last time I seen that much duck hunting was in the late 80s with that Nintendo system. All right,
All right,
Chuck,
brother.
big numbers. Big numbers. Oh, come on.
All right, 2 balls.
I'm gonna make more balls on the break.
Doesn't look too bad though.
We gotta keep them trolls entertained, Chuck. Gotta keep those numbers low.
All right, 2 balls down. Going for 10.
There it is, Chuck.
Oh, geez.
Oh man.
We got 4.
Or
Put you at 9. Go over to Johnson. All right, fire it up, buddy.
All right, bud.
Well, yeah, you're getting that. Yeah, both wing balls down. It's a good break. Don't let 3 ball stops. It's a good break. So they made 2 balls down.
Where am I going to go with that 2 ball? The 4 ball's blocking it. I got to get beyond it to get back to the side. All right, ball in hand.
All right, going for 10.
Slow down.
Squeak it in there.
oh,
Thank you.
nice.
I'll take a little luck.
Okay, that's the 4 ball you're shooting at, right?
Yep, 4 ball. That's the 4 ball.
Gotcha. Sweet.
Ten in the corner, Chuck.
Sounds good.
Nice.
And
Well,
you guys make this game look too easy.
well done.
Thank you. Feels
Go.
good to
Tough spots
finally
to
get a
do.
rack, baby.
Nice shooting, Ron.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's so good. Michael Jackson can't beat it. All right, man. That 10 gets you to 13 after 4. All right, Marco. Fire it up, buddy.
Where do I get in that position?
So what you got? 2, buddy?
2.
Was that ball in hand, or were you playing for 11 on that one there, Marco?
I was playing for the run out.
Tough break.
Here he goes. All right, that puts you at 19. So after 4, we got Tim, 13, Ruben 9, Ron Johnson 13, and Marco 19. So still anybody's game, guys.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes, sir. All right, let's
Is
get
that a
fired up.
full rack right there, Tim? It looks like 3 balls short right there.
Going for 10.
Oh,
Sorry, I hate that.
tough break.
Here we go. 1 for 10. That puts you at 14. You go to Ruben.
All right, Chuck, this is it. Time to
Fire
turn
it up,
on the
buddy.
afterburners.
Yeah, I was wondering when you was
That last rack was for the trolls. This one's for the lurkers.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was wondering when you'll start breaking from the middle.
Same.
Two ball down. Three ball down.
Nice break, Ruben.
Thank you. I'm gonna go for the 15, Chuck.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna move this, Chuck.
Well played.
All right, Chuck, that's 15.
Very nice, Ruben. Very nice.
done.
Oh, we got
Like
the
I said, that was for the lurkers.
the first 15 of the night. And that puts you at 24.
Just
Well,
like that.
That's all it
That's how
takes.
quickly the game. How quickly
That's
the
how-
game just swings on you.
All it takes is one good rack, guys. All right.
So,
Go over to Johnson. All right, fire it up, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're starting to learn that touch from that 8 ball on that 10 ball break. I mean,
Yeah, it didn't drop anything though. Ball in hand.
all right. While he takes ball in hand, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Uh-oh.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh,
That's one of those that make your butt cringe.
makes something cringe, that's for sure.
oh dear.
Tying them butt cheeks up.
Oh,
knew
he
it.
tried to cheat it. Tried to
I
cheat
knew
it.
it. Tried to cheat it just a little bit and popped
had-
it off the rail.
You had to, Ron. Good attempt, man.
All right, man, that puts you at 15 after 5. Let's go over to Marco. All right, Marco, fire it up. I heard a ball drop. Like the 8 ball.
Keep on him.
Going for 10.
Good stroke.
Sweet.
Same pocket.
All right, gives you a 10.
Beautiful out.
Nice out, Marco.
Thank you, guys.
Good shooting, buddy.
That puts you at
And that
29.
there, folks, is the meaning of life.
29.
What's Ruben got? 24?
Yeah, Ruben
I
got
could
20.
close it with a 15.
Jesus.
At,
Something.
That
After
math
that-
got-
after right number 5, we had Tim with 14, Ruben with 24, Ron Johnson with 15, and Marco with 29. All right, Tim, man, fire it up, buddy.
I need a ball.
Try break.
Say ball.
Ball in hand.
I gotta try to combo the 9. 10 left.
You got all the bells and whistles, buddy.
Come on.
Oh, bad bump.
Mm.
It was looking good up until I hit that 4.
Can't even cut it.
Oh, too thin.
All right, so we got 2,
Good try, Tim.
which is 16 after 6. Go to Ruben and fire
Tough
it
break,
off. Got a ball down.
Take ball in hand.
All right. Going for 10.
This is stressful, Chuck.
Nice touch. Oh. Can he see it?
Real first.
Look at this.
Good
This guy
recovery, man.
really wants it.
Beautiful shot, Ruben.
Thanks.
Nice shot. Another nice shot.
There it is.
Beaut.
Big pocket with that ball
What a
there.
beaut. Well done.
That's 10. 10
Good
for
10,
Ruben.
Chuck.
Great out, Ruben.
Thanks.
Put you at 34.
Ruben's on fire.
Hellfire and brimstone.
All right, Johnson, you need at least a 15 to stay in it.
He's got a chance
Well-
at it. Oh,
That's not going to happen now.
man, that one ball changed everything because you were out.
That's not going to happen now. One ball went and pooched that up.
Nope.
See how it is. Not nice. Two ball in the center of the table.
I mean, you go and go for 10, just do a good, have a good showing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do, Chuck. I'm just going to have to go for 10 and see what I can do to put a couple points on the board.
Sounds good, buddy.
Oh, you dog.
Oh,
Head shape.
Got the shape.
Yeah, head shape.
tough break, Ron.
It is what it is.
So what'd you get?
Three.
3, buddy? 3.
2, 4, 6, 7. That's a 3.
All right, man. Put you at 18. Let's go to Marco. All right, Marco. Fire it up, buddy. You're at 29.
Ten ball.
10-ball break. Golden break, right, Chuck?
Now he has the choice between spotting it up or re-racking. So he's gonna look at his layout and see if he's got a good layout. And if he does, he'll just spot it.
Can I put it down so I can see where this is at on the 7 ball?
You sure can.
Yeah, so I can't really tell without it sitting there. Shit.
And this is the Rubin rule, right, Chuck?
Yeah, this is one me and Ruben came up with together. That way, if he don't like the layout, he can choose to re-rack it.
Yeah. I'll
I
play
think
it.
I think it should count. I think the 10-ball on the break should count for something.
Yeah. Pretty rare with a magic wreck. So,
Yeah. It's just a hard break to really nail it.
mhm.
I know Ron was sat in on some practice session last week. Ron was banging them in there. Just 10 balls. I couldn't believe it.
Nice.
Good ball. Are you sure you don't want to re-rack?
Can I re-rack now?
Sweet.
Nice cut.
Mm.
Does he get it?
Can you see it?
Nah. Try it back there.
It's like, oh, nice try though. Nice run.
That's 7.
Good run, Marco.
That gives you a score of 36. All right, and that completes our half. Let me bring everybody back in real quick.
Good shooting, fellas.
Good shooting,
All right.
Ruben and Marco.
At the end of round number 6, we had Tim with 16, Ruben with 34, Ron Johnson with 18, and Marco with 36.
You're muted, Ruben.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not muted.
Oh, nice. Oh, we got 2.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is we will have a new King of the Hill tonight. Sorry, Tim, man,
Maybe.
get nothing going.
Yeah, 80's too much work. No, I was gonna try, but man, I was practicing. I probably practiced for an hour today, and it wasn't like, I guess my speed is just off, just having that little extra pressure, because it was like the 2, 3, 4 kept being kind of a little problem, and then I was a little timid. I didn't want to roll up and not have a shot, and then I left like I'd not roll up, 6 inches, and I'm trying to roll up 8, or whatever. It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
it should be worth 1 point in every spot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
well-
something. I think the 10 ball. I like the 10 ball as a. I don't know. You get points for it for something on the break, but like Marco was saying, it's hard to it's hard to pop that thing out of there with the
The
with
10
the old
ball
magic.
never goes on the break.
Yeah.
Not unless you nick the rack, hit the rail, and then have the cue ball come back to the middle or something crazy.
Although
Well,
I seen Ron pop about 3 of those in consecutive,
I
4,
did-
maybe 5 even. I don't
I
know.
I did 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Yeah, it was crazy. I witnessed
Hey,
it.
We witnessed
balls
it
on the
right
break?
there.
10 ball. Yeah, it was
10
wild.
ball directly out of the
Oh, I
rack,
recorded a couple
How's that
of
even
them, Ron.
possible?
directly out of the rack into this corner pocket right here. Every time when I would break it from the right side,
That's got to be
Four
some kind of record.
Well,
I made the
four-
9 ball.
4
on the
fingers
break.
in
World
on the
record.
head string.
I made the 9
Well,
ball on the board 3 times in a row one time, but that was because someone was racking loose, and it just kept tracking. I just kept hitting it the same way. So, all right, keep racking them loose in the back.
Well, I do give you a reward for making the 10 because I give you the option to
Yeah,
spar
tell
it up.
you, before we didn't have the reward of being able to re-rack. What happened? Why I called it the Rubin rules? Because I made the 10 on the break, got stuck behind a ball, and couldn't see the 1 ball. And I asked Chuck, what do we do? He goes, you have to shoot at it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I made the 10 ball and I don't get rewarded or nothing. So that's why now there's a re-rack if optional. Because
Yeah.
I was stuck after the break, and I think I ended up getting a 0, even though I made the 10 on the break.
Yeah, you feel like you should get something for getting the 10 extra
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than nothing.
Yeah, that's where that came up at, and I want to see you run balls. I don't want to see
Couldn't
you.
you just take it? You should just take it for 5. Right? That, I guess there isn't. You can't get it on the break.
Yeah, the
Or
one was
first
stuck.
shot.
That's what happened. The one was stuck. Even with ball in hand, I couldn't even make it.
I just wanted to have it to where you really couldn't win or lose on break.
Right.
That way, you can run. Everybody has to run the balls. Everybody, you
Yeah.
know,
You just have to make it last or whatever. You can make it like that.
yeah. Like
The
what if
combo
somebody
doesn't come up.
what if
combo
somebody
doesn't-
only needed 5 points and then broke and made a 10 ball? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because they got lucky on the break. But yeah, that's where I came up with that at. All right. But at this halftime, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And to move it on will be Ruben 760 and Marco. There's only 2 points separating the two right now.
Yeah, they're already halfway there to 60.
Yeah, Ruben's at 34. Marco's at 36.
Yeah, Ruben turned it around. He was
That's
trailing
it.
to start, and proof that it only takes 1 rack and you're back in it. Not only is he back in it, but he's right there behind Marco, and it didn't look like that. It was going to be the case come the first half. Tim his luck kind of ran out. I mean, he had to get 80 points tonight, and he was literally going to do it 1 ball at a time because his breaks were all dry. He was trying to do the soft break kind of deal, which works for the spread. But sometimes if you're not pocketing balls, it's like everything else. You still got to run around the table with 10 objects on the table, and it becomes
worked
difficult.
for me before.
Yeah, and it's worked for me before too. But you see the other side of it too. It's like it worked really well for you last week, moving forward. But not so much, I guess, this week.
Yeah,
but,
those balls that they could have dropped in the side just stayed, and I had so many side combos, and that you don't really want to make a combo. You have to.
Nope.
Well, I'll tell you, the turnaround for Ruben is when he changed the break from breaking from the side, because you can't. This is 10 ball. It breaks a lot differently than 9 ball. I feel like he was using more of a 9 ball break.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to make the 1 in the side. Is that right?
I don't
Ruben?
like that. I don't like that break for. I feel like you've got to break really straight. The straighter the better, because the wing really goes a lot if you get them just right. And you really should pop it up. You should almost jack up, and try to get the cue ball to hop a little bit. That seems to be the best. I mean, it seems like that's what all the pros do too. They're trying to make that second ball. They cut it just a little bit.
I agree with you, Tim. I was telling
Well,
Ron
hold it.
Johnson.
You don't.
I was telling Ron Johnson before the stream started that was my favorite break as far as hitting the head on straight. It's about about 80% speed, 75, 80. You don't have
Yeah.
to kill it.
Well, because you won't make the one normally. So, and if you hold the cue ball, then you have a decent chance to maybe break and run. Where if you're cutting, and you do make the one, then you got the 2 and the 3 are in the back corner. They're flying around the table. They could be anywhere.
Well, when I break from the side, usually I get a bunch of cluster on one side of the table.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you second ball break an 8-ball, kind of.
Yeah.
If you don't break it just right, all of them end up on one side of the table.
Yeah, I experimented with trying to nick the one, just nick the one and try to really hit the second ball full.
Yeah.
Kind of like one pocket break, but hard. And I didn't really have much success. It's still just Cluster City.
But yeah, Chuck, I can't wait to battle it out with Marco. Just so you guys know, I'm surrounded by nothing but champions around me. We got Ron Johnson, of course, 2-time Bang Time champion. We got Mr. Edit, several-time King champion. Tim Z.
Yep.
People's champ.
Tim, we can't
Champion of the
deny
people,
what
you
you've
got
done, buddy, even with that score. We know you're a monster. And then we got Marco, another champion.
Look at this guy. He's got
And the
2.
only one that ain't got nothing to show for anything is me. So I am
Mine was
hungry. I
the
told
first
you
one
guys I
that was
wanted
actual
it.
gold.
So
Ruben
for
bought
one of
that
these
table
virtual
just to win
tournaments.
this tournament.
I swear.
So
I swear
Marco,
he
if
did.
you want to dog a couple of shots,
The only time rules change in this community is if Ruben loses or I win. Other than that, it just stays the same.
I'll tell you what, 5 minutes before the stream, I was already getting, why aren't you playing on your Dream Crusher? And you guys seen, I can't make balls on the table sometimes. But I mean, when you do make balls, you have to move that ball around. It doesn't matter what size the table is, you still got to control that ball. So
Agreed.
give me a break, guys. It is what it is. Less real estate is a little bit tougher. I ain't trying to take away from what, these guys do on those 9-foot tables, because I know what it is like to move that ball around, but it's not easy out there. Especially when I got all that weight where I'm trying to win one of those little trophies or a crown. So all the pressure's on me. Marco, good luck, buddy. I'm looking forward to battling it out right now.
Marco's going for a triple crown.
Triple crown.
Well, whoever wins between y'all two, that's it for the. And then we're going to be playoffs, right? Next week, or are you going to wait?
No, Ruben has to win this one.
Yeah, whoever wins, then then there'll be 4 people, right? We have 4 winners.
Marco's already been King of the Hill once.
I was the
Yeah, he
first
started
one.
it, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, but he can win it again, right?
Well, if you count me, I started. If we count from the tournament, I guess where are you picking up from?
No, I'm not saying that. I didn't say he started.
No,
I said
he's already won. He's one of the 4 already. So
yeah, he won.
we would need another person. Well,
So actually, you 3 in the right there, King of the Hills. You 3 right there on my right hand side, or the King
you
of the
messed
Hills.
me up with your 15. I started thinking about that 15, and I'm like, God, man, I gotta break. Then I go back, no more soft break, because I gotta try to make a ball in the break, and of course I'm dry. And then I start wanting to really play because I know I'm out, especially when Marco's got 29 points, and you start with ball in hand, he's gonna get to 30, for sure. It's a monster.
Well, these guys are ready to go, Chuck. Let's get them fired up and back at it.
Yep.
All right,
Good luck,
guys.
fellas. Well,
Thanks, guys.
All right,
right.
good luck. And
Luck, buddy.
Ron Johnson, like I said, you're already a champion in my eyes. You're always going to be. And hope I could join you guys and have a little extra hardware in my room with that crown.
That's right.
go get it, Ruben.
All right, guys. We'll see you at the end.
All right, Chucky.
All right, good luck, guys. Playing for the crown. Here's now for the long stretch.
Heard a ball drop.
Going for a 10 now. Geez, there's not much room over there. I think I moved this a little bit, Chuck.
Yeah, just move it back to your best of your knowledge.
Yeah. That's what you call dead rails. This is not the shot I wanted to go for, but it's makeable. It's just not that easy of a shot. Yeah.
Oh, man.
We
Like I
got
said,
two
these
of
rails are. Let me see. Yep, 2.
All right, that puts you at 36.
And we're going to
Mark it.
60, Chuck.
Yes. All right, man. Fire it up, buddy.
Look at that. Kicked it right in there.
That's down here then? Full in hand.
It's like the 3 ball
Going
went
for-
down. Going for going ball in hand.
Mm.
Oh, my there.
Yeah, tough break, Marco.
Yeah, tough.
We got 4. Put
All
you
right,
at
let's see if I
40.
could get a 15 or a 10.
All right, we're at 36, 40.
I think it just dawned on Marco that if he wins, that he has to keep playing every week. Someone else to win.
Yep.
It's like, oh no.
And the 2 does not have a hole. Oh,
I'd like
in
to
here,
see-
Chuck.
Yeah, I forgot because Marco kind of forfeited it. That's how Tim
Yeah.
ended up with it this time around, right?
Yeah, otherwise he'd probably still been playing. Keep it on 10. Oh, look at that with shade.
That was sweeter than you.
I think Ruben should have to go to 70 this week for that, just for that shot.
Now I should go to for 20 just for that shot.
You're already there. Yeah, you should have got the bridge out of your extension, I think.
I was thinking about my extension. My foot was slipping. I was trying to reach, and then I shot when I
Yeah,
grabbed my foot.
you can't really see you that well. It looked uncomfortable. Look at that.
Who is this guy?
Nice.
Perfect on the right side of it. Oh, yeah, that seemed a little wild, but I think you still got a shot.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Nice shot.
Yeah, he had to jump the edge of that ball a little bit. It was
What do I
probably-
get for the 10, Chuck?
You have 5 points added to your score, so
So how many points would this be?
got 7. You have 12.
12.
All right, I'm gonna go for the 10 in the corner.
All right.
What a shot.
You didn't get the 8.
No, the 8 would have been nice. The icing on the cake.
Yeah, that'd have been 13.
Nice.
Still, anytime you can get more than 10 is really good.
That is real. So that was 12 there, Chuck?
Yeah, 12. Yes.
Yes.
12 for Ruben. That puts you at 48. Okay. Go over to Marco.
Very nice.
Looks like the 8 ball went down and the 5 ball went down.
Go for the run.
Playing it where it lies.
Hold up ball.
Thing just ran and ran.
Yeah, it grabbed.
I hit the fucking 7 with my stick. I hit the 7 with my stick.
You want him to put it back there, Chuck? I think we normally just
Just put it back as close as you can.
yeah.
Yeah, just put it back to the best of your knowledge.
Wasn't far away. Yeah. Nothing that's gonna help for sure.
Don't forget, you don't have to call anything, so you might as well just blast if you need to.
That's the point.
No coaching, Tim.
Well, but that rule is a little different because we were kind of calling all balls for
Yeah.
a little
The
bit.
tournament, yeah, they all had to be called.
Kind of got used
I'm used to playing call shots.
It definitely makes a difference sometimes because
Tough break, Marco.
What was the score?
if you have to say call the 10, you know,
Four.
then you can't
You got
make
4.
more.
All right, we got a race now, man. We got a battle. We got
See,
Ruben's at 48 and Marco's at 44.
Ooh, it's coming down to it. There will be a new crown winner if you just joined in. Somebody new will be going home with the crown tonight.
Get out of there.
No, you can play for 12. No balls in the break.
It is a dry break.
I feel that pain.
That's your first dry break of the night there, Ruben.
Decisions.
Which is pretty good to have.
So we can't tell if he's thinking or if he's taking a bathroom break. Oh, that's what happened.
Something happened.
Oh, he made it.
Yep. He's still up at the table. Oh,
Get in
Oh,
there.
man.
Get in
look at
there.
this. He
It
gets it.
counts. I don't know if he made it or not.
I think it fell. That looked like a glitch that was going to fall.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the downside of running two cameras. Is I think it.
Yeah.
Did you
So-
make that line, Ruben?
Yeah, I made the 1. It's just the 2, so I got 1 point.
Got 1 point. Okay.
I think the running the two cameras soaks up a little bandwidth. Maybe. I think I noticed that when I tried to do it one time.
Oh, did it freeze on the 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It froze. We couldn't tell. We couldn't even
Oh.
see. We didn't see you make the 1, and then you were shooting the 2.
We should have a re-rack.
See, if it costs you, Marco's hitting them good. He's the only downside is he's had a lot of. He could go for 15. He's breaking so good. He's got a shot on the 1 and making the ball.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
And no wonder my cue ball lagged. It was that pause where it slowed it down.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We got
Yeah, he was
Like-
going for it. Had he made it, he'd have been one. He'd have been one
It's
shot.
like the better you break, and it puts you in that position where you
Wow.
want to go for it.
Yeah. 2.
I was ready to be trailing.
He had automatic tape.
at the round 9. We got Ruben at 49 and Marco at 46.
Wow. All
We
right,
knew,
Chuck.
we knew if he made that ball, he probably was going to get 15 instead of 10. That's a big difference. Plus, it might have been a situation where it's called giving a dog a bone,
Man, those dry breaks.
Yeah, now you got.
Biggest problem is I'm playing with my backup shaft because my tip fell
What did
off.
Marco
my
have on
window.
that last break? Did he
Ooh,
drop
what
something
is
there,
going on?
Chuck?
I know. I've been
Marco made 2 balls on a break last time.
I've
I'm
been
gonna go
shooting with an
for
elk
10,
master.
Chuck.
I've got a Kamui on order.
Ball in hand. Ruben's playing.
It's not quite the
Ball in
same.
hand.
And just so you guys know, I don't mind if you guys talk. You guys could even sing if you want.
You don't want me singing.
Just
You're
don't
not
hold
gonna-
my shaft when I'm.
You're not going to yell at us like Howie, right?
This
No.
guy's hitting me. I
Oh,
put some spin so I could come this way. Wow.
I think if you'd have cleared that rack, I don't know if Marco could catch you, because then he needs.
Need
You
a
don't.
15. Oh, I need.
That thing just lost the English right before the rail.
All right, man. I put you at 51.
So
Unreal.
All right, Marco, you're at 46.
All right.
Oh, he has 46. I had him at 40.
but Ruben's ahead of Marco, right? On the innings, he's 1 inning ahead, or it's not really, but he's shooting first.
Yeah, this he could close it out with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And
he
then
if he gets a 15, he close it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the ball was off the rail a little further, I'd probably do it, but it's pretty tough to go on the 3.
Do it.
I'll go for the 10.
he wants you to shoot at that ball. I'm like, good God.
I dare you.
We know you can do it, but man, we're like the percentages cannot be good with that first shot.
Right. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, he's
geez,
letting
I got to
through.
put some
He's
points.
giving it to you. Got a quick dog.
What was that,
That pressure.
what was that 4?
Yeah.
He knows he will just have to keep playing until if he wins, then he's got to just keep playing until there's a new winner.
All right,
It's like,
now,
I'm
All right, Chuck, I can close it out, right?
yeah, but he still finish his inning, so you need to get
Yeah, you still have to beat his score.
All right.
So he's got a chance to
Yeah.
beat.
Did
After
the other
that,
camera go out, Chuck?
Yeah.
um,
It's not on. He's got the other one on, which is
hang
fine.
on, yeah, it got switched. Hang on.
The only way that you know you could win is if you get 15.
All
You know
right,
what?
look.
I'm gonna go with Howie, and I want you guys not to be talking while I'm shooting, because it's definitely affecting my shooting. So please keep it quiet out there.
All right, it's
Yes, sir. Yes,
51
sir.
Ruben, 51 Ruben, 50 Marco.
Oh,
Who's having a car driving across the street right now? Please mute the mic. Mute the mic, Chuck. Somebody's having like FedEx or something.
Somebody's
deliver a
eating
package.
tacos. Somebody's having what are they having? They're eating sun chips, right? The sun chips bag.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it can't be no worse.
It's that bag they make them in. All right,
How am I
wish me
supposed to
luck.
chip with that going on?
Yeah.
Oh no.
oh,
Like a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it looks like the 5 might pass the side. That would really slow you up if it didn't.
it looks like it's open.
I can't believe how dry the
All
brakes
right,
are.
Chuck, I'm gonna shoot it from where it's at for a
The only-
12.
You're gonna shoot it from the ball return?
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you ran the table, from everybody, I'd give you 15.
Oh man.
Gonna have Q-Tech calling you after you make that shot.
You gotta shoot it back through the table. And it's gonna come out of the pocket like a putt-putt cord.
Right.
All right. Throw down ball. Wow, that ball.
Wow.
Can't tell if he's got a It's perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. I can't believe he shot the last ball in the corner instead of the side. Excellent. To sit. Perfect. That was always going to be a tough ball because you had to really get on it. Good.
Look at this.
Look at this. Good shooting.
Oh, wow.
Good shooting.
Those patterns threw me off. I would have shot that differently, but my table's a lot longer. Because I hate to shoot those long shots like that.
Chuck,
Three ball would have definitely been a
Marco
side
still
shot
has
for
to
us.
go, right?
Yes, Marcus has to go. He has to get 11 or better.
Yeah.
All
So if he
right.
makes a ball, on the break, or if he's able to play it without
Well, even if he's dry,
Yeah.
he can get
That's
12
needed
points,
16
right?
16 combo, right?
Yeah, you can get 12 if you play it when it's dry.
No coaching.
Or you can dog it off and we'll have playoffs next week.
That's right.
Made a ball.
Down, couple balls down.
Oh, we made another one. Oh no.
Oh, stuck right behind the 7 comes the magic wreck.
Go for
You
it.
gotta jump it. You got no choice, I don't think.
Oh,
If you want to win.
Magic wreck screwed me.
Yeah,
there's not
jump
no-
it.
There's not a good combo on the 10.
Oh, I'll jump it in.
I think you have to. You don't. I
No,
mean,
yeah, I think that's the other point.
You
Yeah.
have to.
but you automatically lose. Well, you could make the 10 early. You could make the
Just say we
10.
can kick it or something.
Yeah, I mean that's that your preferences for sure, but you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
At least
It's a big ball though, you know, it's near the rail. So here it is.
Oh, we got a good hit too, man.
We got a new
Jeez,
winner.
Good try, dude.
Talk about
There
a
it
close.
is.
That was a close match right
There
there.
it is. He finally did it.
Yeah.
He's the
All
winner.
right, pros up.
Do you have two on that, Marco?
Add another name to the list.
3, 4.
Good shooting.
Yeah, 2.
Finally.
Yep.
Look at
Good
that.
job.
The new king, King Rube.
I know Gizmo's trying to call me right now to congratulate me, but Gizmo, I'm using my phone, but I know you're the first one that's going to be calling me. So hold
Yep.
that call, buddy, so you can congratulate me later.
He
But
he
Are
bet
you-
against you.
Are you on Ruben, are you on Wi-Fi?
yeah,
Are you on Wi-Fi with both your devices on the same Wi-Fi?
I think the phone might have been. I forgot to. I usually turn one off and then use the cellular.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Overcam,
Okay.
the Overcam's my cell, and then this
Yeah.
is my iPad. So
Okay.
they
So
might
it
be
shouldn't
using
be on
the
the
same
same.
one.
It's not on the same network. I was going to see because it was breaking up. If you turned your table off, I was going to see if it got significantly clearer.
No, like I say, usually I'll shut off the Wi-Fi on the cell phone and run the overhead on the cell service, and then this on the Wi-Fi, so it wouldn't do that. But we were running a little late on it, so I was trying to set up, 10 minutes before the show, so I forgot to do that. But man, I finally got it, Chuck.
Congratulations, champ.
Who's mailing me the crown, by the way?
You've already got one, right?
No, that's what I was.
First ever.
Did you miss my whole speech earlier?
I guess it's on
It took me
me.
like 5 seconds to
Gotta
write
send
that.
it.
I guess it's on me. My crown broke. It fell off my pool light and just all the
Oh
sequins
yeah,
fell
Tim,
off
you're
of it.
supposed to mail me the crown.
Yeah.
That's the perks of being the king.
Yeah, it is.
It's happened to every one of you. And I'll tell you what, if I ever lose that crown, I'm gonna send it with a smile, just like you guys do every time you guys put it up. So
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to receiving it. And Darren, thank you for making that crown possible. And
You know
wow, I didn't come up with a speech yet, but I'll have one for next show. And
That was close. That was a close match.
yeah, it was too close.
That
Finally
15
squeezed
saved
one
your
out.
bacon right there. It couldn't have come any later, you know. Well, it's a little bit early. Did y'all want to try to run?
Yeah, you want me to do the? I'll do the high run challenge, Chuck.
Is that new? Is that 8
Yeah,
ball or
it's
9
a
ball?
new
What is
format we're trying to do, and it's basically it's a high run concept of it's almost every aspect of pool. What we do, let me show you guys. But either way, congratulations. Like I say, you guys are the champions, and it's an honor to join you guys. I'm not gonna miss anyone out. I know we got Ron Russian Crush, we got Mr. Edit, we got Marco, we got Tim Z, we got
J-Mac.
AJ, we got you just said the name.
Yep. J Mac.
Yeah, J Mac.
Rush. I think we got Rush already.
Rush
Yeah.
all them, and like I said, I'm glad I'm up there with you guys now. My performance hasn't been that great on this table. I've already gave this format a couple of tries, and I
And the
couldn't
Prince.
get past
Don't
the
forget
three
about Aiden.
ball. But I'm glad I finally did. So, like I said, can't wait for that crown to arrive. And what was it there? You guys slipped in $100 bill as well.
next week?
I might just
But-
roll off the couch, throw my name in the mix.
But either way, thank you guys for always watching. And like I said, it's an honor to shoot in front of you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed, this show. I definitely enjoyed the format. It's a little brutal waiting, but it was very entertaining watching, and waiting for my turn this time.
Yeah, it was close. Usually I'll mute it and just try to practice as much as possible in between. But this time I just more or less just watch. But it makes it feel like you have more pressure on you then.
Yeah.
So Ron, what do you think about the new king, buddy?
Great shooting, Ruben. Great shooting, Marco, as well. That's one of the tighter matches that we've had, and it came down to that jump. If he made that jump, I don't know.
I know. I seen him jump over it and it looked clean, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, don't tell me I'm going to lose with a jump like that." But if that's the way I was going to go, I wouldn't mind going out like that.
Yeah, but great shooting to both of you, Ruben. It's good to see you get a win in this format, brother, and look forward to the King of the Hill tournament to crown another. So, great job, guys.
Yeah, Ruben, your speech will be for the King of the Hill battle.
What's that, bud?
We're going to jump right into that next week.
Hey, if you need a speechwriter, I know a guy.
All
So just
right.
let me know.
Definitely. Hopefully,
Don't try to out costume me because I bring all the props.
And Ruben asked these three
I
guys.
have a
right
couple
here.
laying around, but I'm not gonna try to do that.
All right, Ruben.
Next
I
thing
asked
you
these
know,
three-
I'm gonna probably come out with a hoverboard and on top of somebody's shoulders or something.
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment, man. It's to get the crown. It's cool. It's not a whole bunch. I mean, we were just talking about it, Chuck. We've been doing it for now, a year? You're coming up on a year.
Yeah, it'll be February 1st. Will be a year.
And how many? And we just named off, all the people that have had that spot before. So, not a very long list. And there's plenty of guys that want to get involved and throw their name on there because the way that I know Chuck's going to be switching over to doing an 8-ball format. But I thought the handicap thing was really cool. How you kind of bump up that bar and make the champion make the king, chase it a little bit more. So that's pretty cool too. So it gives people an opportunity that would have just got thrown in there on a random night.
Well, Ruben, ask Darren, Tim, and Marco, and they'll tell you, man, it's lonely at the top.
Yep.
I mean,
It's
but
not
to
that-
be honest,
It's not
I was
that
lonely
lonely.
when I
At
was
least
at the
you're
bottom too.
playing every week. It's lonely if you're not playing every week, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like, what else am I going to do?
Now,
I tell you what, the
winner
only
of
thing I know that ain't gonna happen is the only silver lining behind this is that I know none of you guys are gonna be able to put your names in the hat for next week, so I might have a chance to defend it one time.
Is there a next week, or do we just go to playoffs?
Yeah, we'll just go to playoffs. We'll do the battle, and
all right.
the winner of this King of the Hill battle will be the first king of.
For the new format. Yeah.
And I need,
What,
and
for the
that's
new-
when you send
not
out
for
a
8?
trophy, right?
Hold on.
Yes,
For 8-ball,
that's it.
they're going to be the king of 8-ball without playing the 8-ball?
That's right.
No.
Okay, that's right.
Well,
Hey,
they get to play. They get a spot. They're not really the king. They get to play the first week, maybe.
This is like when Gizmo made up a title and gave it to himself. And then I had to go and take it. I did that for the community. It wasn't about me. I did that for everybody else.
So if you win the spot there, and you can give it up.
All right.
But no, man. Yeah, there is a trophy. So we got everybody but Ruben and Ron has got a trophy so far. So this is going to be interesting. Like the, I mean, it only took you a year, Ruben. This is Ruben's first King of the Hill.
3 tries.
I only have to go to 60 next week, right?
Yes. Yeah. It'll be back to normal. Yeah.
Not that it would have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered if I had to go to 32. I still would have been out.
Yeah, we all have bad days, buddy. We really do. And Ruben, we'll probably have to do the dry run on your channel, man, because I'm not set up. I'm set up at the house. I gotta go down to the
Oh
main.
no, I was gonna do it one time, dry run with me. I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't have to do
Oh,
it.
no, that sounds good to me.
Just so I could explain what it's all about.
So you gonna try to break my 40?
Yep. Oh, I tried to break your 40. That's what I want to try to do.
What
But
is it?
on video, like Todd said, if it ain't recorded, it never happened.
Is it straight cool or something?
Similar.
It has a little bit of everything. If you want, Chuck, do the overview, and I'll explain the rack.
No, I'll let you go ahead and do it all, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give them the
And
overview.
as
with
you
the
see, we're
overhead
going to
view
be
on.
doing a dry run with me and Chuck. As you see that thumbnail behind him, when we kick off a little battle, that is going to be the battle. It's going to be me versus Chuck. So there it is. So what it is, it's a 8-ball rack. Everything's neutral. That's called high run. And what it is, it's basically a shooter's game. The only difference is the 8-ball does have to be in the middle. The reason why is because there is going to be a bonus points for it. And what it is you're basically, if you're going up against somebody or anybody else, it's going to be 5 racks. So you break, you make a ball. If you break dry, you only get 1 dry break, which is the first break, or a scratch. But if you scratch or dry break, you're not able to go after the bonus ball. And what the bonus ball is when you break and make a ball, you run everything out. If you run the 8-ball last, every ball's a point. But if you run the 8-ball last, you could get a total of 20 points for that rack. Then what you do is you break again, and that's the part where you cannot break dry or scratch. The only way you could continue your high run is continuing to do that, over and over again.
You have to keep making a ball on the break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to
Or your
keep
run
making the ball
stop.
on the break. And another thing, too, is there's no template racks in this. You have to use an actual rack with no templates. The reason why is this is where there's no fouls. All balls are fouls. It is called pocket, by the way. There's no slaps in this game since everything's neutral.
But not on the
So,
break. You don't have
You
to
can't
call it.
slap. You can't. The only way you're able to make a ball on the slop is if you're going for another ball and you make another ball, with impact. That does count. So if you were to break and make balls on the break and scratch, those are considered dead balls. So you're not able to count those on your run. And that is where you don't want to make balls and scratch. You could break from anywhere in the kitchen. Once you scratch or if you scratch, you do have to shoot from the kitchen, anything outside the kitchen. So this is a dry run. And like I said, you could break from anywhere in the kitchen. You could break second ball, whatever. I mean, the best thing you want to do is try to get the best spread you can. And of course, you want to try to make a ball on the break. So that was a dry break. So obviously I can't get the 20 points, but this is right here what is going to make it interesting is trying to figure out, like I said, this is a shooter's game. This is where the little bit of straight pool comes in because you have to figure all that. So everything's neutral, including the 8-ball. If you make the 8-ball early, and the reason why is because, 8-ball could be here, 7-ball could be there. And of course, you have to make that. You could combo balls in.
What happens if you make the 8 early?
Well, that's why it's just 1 point.
But
You
it's so
just keep shooting.
so
All you
there's
can make with that
You can only
rack is
get
to save
15
it for
points.
last.
you could only get 15 points, right? If
exactly.
you make the 8 early, but you get 20 if you make it last.
If
Yes.
you save it for last, and so it's part luck. I mean, it is just like pool.
Now you
If
said you
end
had to
up
make a
with the 8-ball
ball.
here, you have to go for it. And
You
like
said
I
you had to
this-
make a ball on the break.
Now,
Yeah.
What's the maximum you could get right now if you run this out and make 8?
15, but I don't want to miss because I want to keep going with my run on the next break.
Oh,
So there it is. That did start it off.
so it would just go back to Chuck when you miss.
Yeah. So like I said, this is where, it makes it interesting, of course. I am trying to beat Chuck's score, which is 40, right, Chuck?
Yeah, and where he misses actually ends his run, but you score whatever he scored. Yeah, you say he made 25,
Yeah.
his score would be 25, and then I would try.
Okay. And then so when it comes back to him, he's re-breaking and starting over again.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So the most points you can make now is 15, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you made the
see,
8
that's where
early.
it's making it interesting, where you're still figuring out how to get these problem balls. This is where my run stopped because I was trying to hit that thin, or not too thin, but trying to break that out.
Sounds
And that
fun.
is my run
Like you
for
said,
that
you're,
one
you're
rack.
shooting balls in, and it's kind of it has a little bit of that element of straight pool to it. But you got
So
I remember
what
we
I wanted to
practiced
do
it.
was bust that open, of course, and then start running them after that. So if you're shooting against somebody like me and Chuck are going to do a run, now it's his turn. It is an alternate break if you're going up
But-
against somebody.
But if you break dry, you gotta sit there and wait for your opponent to break and hope they don't make a ball.
Yes.
And
So
What-
now you
what
have
score
to
are they
spread it
playing
out
to?
where he goes first.
Just whoever gets the highest out of 5 turns.
5. Okay, so 5 turns at it.
5 turns, yeah, 5 racks. And
And
like
you'll
I
get
said,
to
it is
see-
alternate.
Yeah, you'll get to see how that looks too. I mean, time wise, I'm trying to think of what that would be. Not that it matters, but
Yeah, it's actually it should be a quick game, especially like I said. I mean,
then
you've
you'll
seen
know
this
if you
run.
need to do more racks in the future, or that's why you do the test run and figure all that crap out.
So he made a ball on a break this time.
All right, so there it is. This is where I break Chuck's record. So I made a ball on the break, and I like the layout. So I'm going to try to go for the 20, of course, which that's not making the 8 ball.
So Chuck, you got 40 and 5 racks. Is that what you're saying?
No, he got
No, I
40
got-
in one attempt.
Then I had a dry break.
Oh,
Yeah, see, that's where
it stops whenever you don't make a ball, then your run's done. You don't get 5.
I'm going to go for the combo.
it's also,
Exactly.
I mean, if you get a good spread, I mean, you can shoot them in. It's all about that break. You don't want to be running into dry breaks. It's just going to kill your run every time.
As long
So
as
you're
you keep playing
not
the ball.
sure how many sets you'll play, right? During
5.
Yeah, there ain't no telling. The one turn you can run. If you're making balls on break, man, you can stay at the table for a while.
yeah, you could be 5 racks with 20. So you can make 100, right? It's the max.
Yeah, so
I
it's
mean-
really dependent.
No, you
once
can't.
again,
You can make 100. You can make 200 if you don't miss a shot without missing. That's the high run part of it.
Oh, I thought you could only get 5 breaks.
No,
you get 5 turns.
you continue till you stop,
You
but
can-
you're only doing 5 rounds.
in this game, you can get blown out early too if you.
Now, if you don't miss, you just keep shooting. But I don't know. I guess the only thing would be you could be waiting for a while, like straight pool. But it's definitely much faster than straight pool.
Yes.
Unless you watch Jason Shaw, he almost shoots this fast straight pool.
What about I mean, well, you could also do a shot clock. There you go. Remember how fun the shot clocks were?
Yeah, we would definitely have to keep it quicker, probably. With this.
Yeah.
format.
So you're not sitting. You're not.
So there it
That
is.
would
This
be
is
the
a
thing.
20. I
Nice.
left the 8 ball last. And like I said, you break. Now this is where, you want to do a high run, but this is where I can't break dry now.
I
And
kind
I'm
of
trying
feel
to
like
beat-
I kind of feel like the penalty for breaking dry is too harsh.
Well, if you break dry, you break dry. That's why, the part about breaking dry is if your opponent goes next, now the pressure's on you because now you're gonna have to throw his points. If you're the one that made a ball and he broke dry, you wouldn't mind. Like I said, like pool, there's a lot of luck in pool. So, there is a lot of that stuff. So right now I have 20. And right now I'm trying to beat Chuck's record of, what is it, Chuck, 40?
Yeah. See,
How'd
he's
you
just
get
trying to
40,
make-
by the way?
I
All
broke
right,
and
I made a
ran.
ball.
I broke and ran 2 racks and left the 8 for last.
Oh, and then you broke dry.
Yes.
And if you make balls, by the way, if you like right now, I made 2 balls on the break. If I miss the first shot, I do not count those. Those are dead balls. You only count anything you make legally.
Yeah. So if you had, those dry breaks would just.
Now, even if you don't get the 8 last, you get to continue to keep shooting
Yeah.
indefinitely, right? As long as you keep making the ball on the break.
Yeah, because you only get 15 instead of 20.
Yeah, but still, as long as you're shooting, you can still get more and more points.
I mean, if you have no other option but to shoot the 8, yeah, go ahead and take 8. You know, you don't want it to end your run, you know.
See, this is where it becomes interesting, of course, because I'm figuring out this cluster already.
And later on, I'll post my my first time I got 20. I did get that on film.
I got dropped out. Good shooting. Job, Ruben.
All right, man.
Take care, Marco. Good shooting, brother.
Ooh.
Take care, Marco.
All right, I'm in a pickle now.
Just got to roll that 2 in
Yeah, but you know how.
a long way. Oh, there it is. It's got
There it
that.
is, and this is actually the angle I wanted for that 15. Now I could actually stun this shot, go off the rail. Now I opened up this rack, and this is the straight pull part of it. You know, you still have to figure out how to run your racks, and that's why if you do foul, by the way, your run stops if I were to bump any ball with my hand, because since everything's neutral. If I were to shoot over a ball and bump it, you cannot roll anything back. Anything you do, it is a gentleman's game, so you have to, you know, end that rack.
Oh, that's harsh.
That is harsh.
But like I said, since
we bump
everything's
balls all the
neutral,
time,
Yeah,
that
no
is the
shit.
penalty.
especially when there's 15 balls to bump. But you have more
All right,
options.
Chuck, your record's in danger right now, buddy.
Danger zone.
Chuck has just hosted a stream for you to break his record. It's just incredible.
He's going to cut the stream right now.
Oh, power outage.
Right.
Oh, he hit it slow. He dogged it.
Oh, Chuck.
You hit it slow, so you get more
Chuck,
friction.
I did not want to do that on the stream.
Yeah.
So that
is-
would have been a 20 plus 13.
Well, then the break is where you sweat it out. You know,
So that was a
not easy to
33
make a ball
run,
on the
right?
break.
Is that a 33?
The break is where it's at.
That would have been considered a 33 points.
Yep.
No, that
so
would have
20
been considered just 20.
No, well, I got 20 on the first rack, so that was a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 ball run.
Oh, 32.
And then it just adds up with my other run. If you're battling somebody out, or if you want
Yes.
to do one on your own and try to see what your high score is with the 5 racks.
This is going to come down to dry breaks versus
It's
not dry
basically
breaks,
like straight pull for people that can't break good straight pull, which would be me,
which would be me.
because that's the difficult part with straight pull. I have a real struggle when I get over 30. Well, plus my table breaks terrible, especially without a pattern rack. You know, without the pattern rack, it's just a slug. You know, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the pattern.
imagine if you're doing the two.
Yeah, the magic rack
two
makes a
racks.
huge difference for me on making balls on the break. But at least you can smash them. You know, you can really hit them. Oh, that's
That
zero.
is a dry break. But you always can make points because you could only do the first break is you could break dry or scratch.
Yeah.
That's why the second break, you get rewarded by you cannot.
Now, what happens if you scratch? Is it behind the line or ball in?
Yes, behind in the kitchen.
Okay, so that's a little more difficult.
So and then what's your possible amount of points still? Is it still
20 probably, right?
So
could still
15 if you
do-
scratch.
so you can okay, but you
It
can't
feels
continue-
like you
get
shouldn't be able to get the same amount of points
Yeah,
if you scratch than if you don't scratch and you make a ball on the break.
I agree. But what the hell was I gonna say? I can't remember.
Yeah, but
I mean, everybody's playing by the same rules, so it's fair, but it feels like you should be able to get more points or there's less, for making less errors.
the real error you can make is the first break.
Well, you could make
Always
it,
said,
you could
roll
make it,
out,
you could
play
make
the
it
format.
instead of getting 20, you could only get 19 or 18. If you start on the first rack, you could
Well,
change
if
it
you,
just that one rack.
well, if you scratch or break dry, I think you can only get 15. Right?
Yeah,
right,
you can
Ruben?
only get 15. The 8
Oh,
ball is
so
no
it is-
longer.
there is
It's
a
just a
penalty.
regular ball. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a. So there's no reason to leave the 8 last if you scratch. Then
If you
or
want,
break
yeah,
drop.
if you scratch, it doesn't matter because, like I said, that's where you can get rewarded for that.
So if you break dry, you can't get 20 then, right? Or you can on the first break.
So you only get 10.
It's only half a point a ball. He was going to get hooked.
And at least you don't have to worry about leaving a break ball.
You know what we should do? We should do this, but have a shot clock, a total shot clock for each rack. You could say, okay, you're going to have a total of 3 minutes, right, to run the whole thing, and then whatever's left on your bank, your time bank, adds to your score. Like maybe not point a second, but a certain amount. So then there could be a speed aspect involved with it too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be an issue. For if it just depends.
someone
On,
would
you
have to
don't
keep
have
track.
some kind of time limit. It doesn't have to necessarily be something that's going to really break you, but at the same time, and guys don't do it intentionally. They do it because they're focused on making sure they're doing it right. So you have
That would
45
be-
seconds later, 50 seconds, a minute later. You probably don't need all that.
But
I
that
think
might
most people
be
get
pretty
done.
exciting though.
So that was 15.
Say you're down, right? You're down and your opponent's way ahead of you. You could shoot twice as fast and make up some of that deficit. Like just blasting them.
Well, Ruben's the point of doing this type of fun. He just wants to see how high people can go.
Yeah.
How they can figure out,
Well, it's going to be high. It's going to be 100.
So
It's
that
gonna be
was a
80 or
dry
100,
break, by the
right?
way. So that other run stops. So
Yeah, I think
that's where that
shooting the
high
balls are,
run. This is where that high run becomes interesting
yeah.
You got to make
because that
balls.
was dry after my
It's
second
the
run.
break is going to be.
So how come you don't want to use a pattern? I mean, a template.
Because you're not allowed to move the balls or touch them because
Oh,
everything's
what
neutral.
if I just leave the template? I never move my template.
Because it's
Oh,
going
I
to affect
see
the
what
rolls
you're
of the balls of the
I don't
roll
care
when it
about
rolls
not
over.
moving the template. I just like to have a tighter rack, because my
Well,
rack
that's
is
that's the whole point. Is it's going to affect the row, and it's going to affect anything with it if you're going to be shooting around it, and
Maybe.
you're not allowed to touch the balls afterwards.
it could hurt it or help it, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. But there is going to be an effect rolling over a template rack,
you got to play the template roll.
right?
use the reds and yellows.
So
Yeah, you could use the reds and yellows, but there's no 8-ball though, right? You still have to use an 8.
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
still use the
there's
8-ball.
There's an 8-ball.
yeah,
Yeah, there's an 8-ball in the red and yellow.
So there's really no reason to ever do the second ball break, right?
I'm going to do a combo right here, 10 ball.
Well, the good thing about the second ball, you're most likely going to make a ball, but you're going to have some clutter.
Yeah. I do tend to make ball more often with the second ball, but it's like you said, it's terrible patterns. course, you can make the 8. Now, what if you make the 8 on the
ball.
break? What happens if you make the 8 on the break? Is that good or bad?
No,
Counts as a point.
it's just a point.
So then you can't get 20 then, right? If you make the 8 on the break,
No.
You get punished.
it's just 15.
See, you know what? That would be cool if you got the 20 if you finish the rack.
But it's
That's a
easier,
good idea.
technically, if you made the 8, because then you don't have to make it
I
lap.
found right here. So my run ends, if you notice, I bumped this. It is.
Yeah.
And the
So
reason
that
why
ends
it's so, because everything's neutral. So I cannot get rewarded for something like that. That point didn't count. So my run stops right there. And that's why you have to be, since everything's neutral, I didn't have to shoot at that. And the reason why you get punished is because I still could have shot that. I still had open shots.
Yeah.
So you cannot get rewarded for that. So
I mean,
this
it's a lot
ball's
more, it's
dead.
a lot more difficult than it sounds. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot more
frustrating.
difficult than it sounds. That's
It
why.
seems pretty
That's why all
straightforward.
those rules, as far as how many points you get on the 8-ball, putting a time clock, all that. I mean, that's basically when somebody's running 50 racks and it gets boring.
Yeah, no, yeah, for
Believe it
sure.
or not, it's not going to get boring, and it's a shooter's game because once you're dealing with clusters, you're trying to break something out. You are going to get breaks where you have this to deal with. That's where it's going to make this high run interesting, because when somebody gets out and figures that out, that's what's going to be the beauty of this game, like any other game.
I mean, just
That's why they
running it out there and, with the trial run and seeing how it goes. And I mean, you'll
Yeah.
figure some stuff out as it goes along. That's how it always
And
works.
what I
anyway.
like about this format is that anybody could do this at home. If they see somebody do it on the show, now they could go home and do 5 racks of their own with the same format. They don't have to play against somebody else.
Yeah.
You basically rack the balls like it doesn't matter as long as the 8 ball's in the middle. And, you rack them the same way with the one on whatever ball on the spot, everything's neutral.
Yes,
And
yes,
this is where
Roger.
you have to make sure you tight rack with your own rack.
Yeah, Roger, you're right. If you break dry the first game, you can only get
You're-
15.
Yeah,
So
you're
what's
only
the high run?
allowed to
30
break
what's the
dry
high run
once.
right now? 32, and Chuck's got 40.
Yeah, Chuck's got 40. So here goes. But we didn't see Chuck's, by the way.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
Chuck's was
Chuck's
not recorded.
plenty capable of running 2 racks of straight pool when you can break.
Yeah,
See,
he knows
this
he knows the one lie about it.
I'm pretty sure Chuck's wreck. I mean, all of us are going to be able to. We all can run 100. It's just a matter of making a ball break.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a lot of balls that not have. Just takes one cluster to kind of mess you up. Or
That's
I mean,
all it takes is one cluster. That's why I
it's-
said, it's not as easy as it looks because
yeah. Well, it's going to put more pressure on you, knowing that you can't touch another ball. It's going to affect your shot because
You see,
sometimes you'll take
I was
shots.
worried about this
Yeah.
clustering there. So this is where I hit this too thin, and that's where, like I said, it becomes interesting. I just wanted to do a little try run so you guys could see. But when
Just
you're
imagine you
competing
have-
with somebody, that's where
Just
it's going to be
imagine-
interesting. And that's why the 5 racks, like I said, it's a good way to start it, just to see what anybody could do with 5 racks, especially when you're playing against somebody or you're trying to beat, somebody's high run.
Well, just imagine if you break and run, or say you run out six racks, and then you break dry, or or
Exactly.
you run 2 racks and you break dry, and you're running real good, and so that break is really going to be
Huge difference.
making sure you got to make a ball every break.
See, this right here, this is where people are going to appreciate the runs, where somebody could figure this out as they're shooting. Of course, everything looks easy, but, this right here, any shooter knows this right here, this is where it's going to become interesting.
Yeah, it's like, do you break it out off the 6, or do you try to break it out and then you leave the 6 so you know you have a super easy shot after the breakout? Probably fix the 9. Looks like he's
Yeah.
got to shoot the 3.
Because
There
the
it
whole,
is,
the
my
whole, the whole
breakout.
run, you're thinking about, what can you do about that cluster?
So 9 in the corner, like I said, you do have to call your shots. No slops on this game.
Okay, going for the breakout now.
Look at that. Bumped it a little.
Still messed up. I think you have to kick the.
I'm gonna go for
Take that
another
ball.
breakout, but I really don't want to come underneath it because I could get in trouble. But I'm gonna push through it. See, that's what I was afraid of.
Now you got to shoot the 8.
Yep,
Or the
exactly,
combo.
because I don't want my run to end. So now I'm gonna. That's why there's insurance.
Oh, there you go, Nick. The 8 ball comes into play.
And I could still continue my high run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could get a 215 still without missing a ball.
Yeah, that 5 points seems insignificant compared to starting over.
Exactly.
I think I can get a 40 or a 60 if I can make balls on the break.
Oh, I messed up that one.
See, we used to play
Come
a
around
game
it.
similar to this, but we would use
Oh.
three balls would be they'd count for more points if you saved them to the end. Or was it maybe just they just counted? They were just higher points.
Oh, perfect.
But you played it the same way where you had to keep breaking and you had to drop something and keep going.
This is where I have to be careful because I do not want to foul again with a ball foul. You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
Well, they
That
went.
sounded like a foul.
Yes. No, well, it's just a
Like-
miscue.
You got a tip on that thing, man, or you got just a ferrule?
Yeah.
Man, I ordered some tips on Amazon. It's called Q-Sole. Have y'all
Yeah.
ever heard of those?
I have their gloves.
Yeah, the gloves are pretty good, but the reviews were like 4.5 or 5 stars. I'm like, all right. They make a Kamui, like a fake Kamui, with it's got a
Go
purple
for
layer
the
on it.
corner.
Nice.
Go for the bump on the 6.
It plays like absolute trash. It's the worst tip I've ever used. The reviews were so good. I'm like, okay, how bad can it be? You know what I mean? It is significantly worse than an Elkmaster or a LaPro or a Triangle. Any of those.
They
It's,
have-
it,
There it is. The
They have,
run
they,
stops
I bought
there.
one. I bought a stick Q-Cole for my kids, man, and it was trash. The damn stick was just a piece of junk.
I think they're. I
See,
mean,
that's
their
where that
gloves.
miscue
I
got
like
me. I
their
didn't
full
get the
finger
shape
gloves, so
I
I'll
wanted
buy
on that
them.
other
But
ball.
yeah, they're nice and tight. They're
Yeah.
nice and tight. And they don't last that long, but they're so cheap, and you get 5 of them for $15.
yeah, no 10 of
Yeah,
them for 15.
I bought their gloves a couple times.
Yep.
This doesn't seem like the only glove that I ever buy that really holds up well is the Venom, the short finger glove, the red one that Predator sells in the Venom brand. It holds up pretty good, but it's got some kind of rubberized texture on its top, which is annoying because it kind of rubs. It rubs a little bit on your open board, and it's also got rubber on the palms. When you put your hand down,
Yeah, that
kind of
rubber on the
binds up.
palm. I don't like that. And,
Yeah, I don't either.
because
I
when
like
you
it.
put your hand down on the cloth, you can't move it without.
Yeah,
picking
you
it
can't
back up.
slide it. And it starts to peel up after a while. That's sort of the issue. It's always inconsistent.
Yeah, I don't know who would want that because Frog sent me a glove, and that was the only thing I didn't like about the glove was the rubber piece. I thought, for open finger gloves, I thought it was pretty cool, but
Yeah, it's thicker. The material's a little thicker. It gives you a little bit tighter grip. It feels like,
yeah,
on a
you
with a
can
straight
feel
grip.
it's nice, but just something about not being when I put my hand down on the cloth, I can't move it without.
Yeah, you
Take
can't
it
slide
back
into position easily.
Yeah.
It's kind of compatible.
I think my glove was made by Paiku. P-I-Q-U.
I've been too cheap to buy a Kamui glove or a Molinari glove. Those seem like those are the very popular. They're about $30 a piece.
Yeah,
Well,
Kamui's-
I've had this since before I went and played in California. And it's
Kamui's
my
are
last time
garbage.
ever.
The gloves?
Yeah, the Kamui gloves are garbage.
I've heard they're pretty good. They just probably don't last that long.
They don't last. They split
I mean,
out.
for the money, it's
Yep.
It's probably okay for, for a glove, but you're paying 10 times, 20 times what you're paying for a regular other glove.
Yeah, that's the one and only glove that I've spent good money on that has held up for me because I have big gorilla bear paws. Is the Q-Tech high-end glove, the chain in the Q-Tech.
I figured you just wear those hardy gloves. They sound like work gloves.
Yeah, the Q-Tech glove is the only one that's held up for me so far.
All right, Chuck, this is my last attempt. I don't even know how many racks I did, but
Did you see Corey Duell, that new thing? He's using a slider. That's funky, isn't it? He's using a slider thing. It goes on the stick. It stays on the stick.
all right, Chuck, I'm gonna break your
Yeah, I seen
world
that.
record
That was-
with
that was,
look at that.
I've bought the finger gloves
This
before,
is it,
the
Chuck.
ones
I'm
that
gonna
just
break your
wrap
world
just where your
record
fingers
with
touch. Those are okay, but it's kind of just it seems kind of gimmicky.
And this format, you got to practice it for sure.
5-ball.
Look how many times they try to break 40 and hasn't done it yet. It's just,
It's hard. Well, he's been missing. I would say he's missing more than he's breaking dry. He's actually breaking okay. But you're only so many racks away from a drive break. It's kind of it's
Like I
going to
said,
be
that's-
hard to break 5 or 6
That's where
racks in a
the
row.
high run aspect of it is, where
It's going to be impossible to shoot 700, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe it's
corner.
not. You're going to have to be crushing the break, and you're going to have to be a mechanic, with the rack to get, to be able to get consistent breaks. But you're also racking your own rack, so you could rack them a little high or a little crooked, right? Technically, you're not supposed to. It's kind of you're supposed to be racking them right.
Right.
But some tables, if you put the head ball on the spot, it's kind of going to roll off. So you'll rack them a little higher. Try to get a tighter rack is more important than having a rack, dead perfect. I think as long as you're within that variance of the, like if you were going to put a spot on the table, which a lot of us don't even use spots, you can see that Ruben doesn't even have a spot on the table. But I've always heard that you can rack it as long as the head ball is sort of resting on that spot somewhere, that's acceptable.
See, this is where I have to find my out ball. You know what I'm saying?
Ruben's going to put a 5-pack on us.
Whew, I'm not even gonna worry about that. Squeezing it in over there. There it is, Chuck. I'm gonna beat your world record with this run. I think I'm gonna make it way more tougher than what it is.
I'd be tempted to shoot the 8 here just to know that I wouldn't mess up.
Exactly.
Because even that other shot, it's kind of
That's where it makes this format, like I said, interesting because you still have to think, and the pressure's there, especially if your opponent went up first and he did a couple of racks on you.
Well, it's like the RDS.
And there it is, no slop. So I'm basically.
It's like the RDS. The farther you go, the more pressure it puts on everything else that you've done.
Yep.
You're like, I'm messing up my 40, my 50, or whatever.
Like I said,
you're at.
where you're going to be sweating it out is on the break, of course.
Yeah.
And on your clusters, when you have several clusters out there, how are you going to figure that out?
like I was even thinking about, you do a break and run, the second game to make sure you make a ball, just hit the second ball. But, your rack just ain't that good then. But, you do make a ball more often with the second ball break.
And I got to pick up all the money I dropped with this machine.
10-second rule.
All right, Chuck, if you want to put us in full screen. But yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, the high run, it looks easy, but of course, when you try it and you're trying to make sure you get that ball in the right spot for your angles, that's where we know everything goes bad. And like I said, as far as more rules, like anything else, we're gonna do that run. What took us a year, believe it or not, when we did this dry run, I think it was Darren and Eric and I, right?
I think so.
did it
Maybe
on a
AJ
weekend.
was there. Yeah.
Yeah. And what took a year to figure this out was that if you broke dry, you were done. And we all broke dry, I'm not kidding, like 4 straight times, right? And we were like, wow, this format
Yeah, you're just
sucks.
stuck.
So that's where I finally took a year to figure that out, that, hey, everybody gets a chance after the break. The only problem is on the second break, you do not get rewarded. So
Yeah.
everybody's allowed to put up points. The only time you do not put up points, of course, is on a slop. If you make balls on the break and you scratch, all those are dead balls. And it is an alternate format. So if you make a ball on the break and you run, then your opponent makes a ball on the break and runs. Now it's the opponent's time to run. So unless he's already leading, you know, he gets to put that pressure on the other guy trailing. And that's where it makes this format pretty fun, because like I said, you're trying to get the higher run on the 5 racks. And if you try it at home, you know, like say Ron Johnson, go racks, you know, try it out, Ron, do 5 racks. And like I said, you're allowed to break dry either on the first one or scratch. You just have to, any balls pocketed, they're dead balls. And then, like I said, it is a gentleman's game. So Gizmo, any foul, you rub a ball, any slop, all that does not count.
If you want to
Because I
make it real
know,
hard, if you want to make it real hard, you do the same thing, but you got to do 8-ball rules on the first half, and then you
Yeah.
got to shoot them in order on the
Because
second
Gizmo
half.
one time told me, man, I hate playing the ghost. It's so boring. I beat the ghost like 30 times in a row. Little did we know he was doing 4 innings on himself.
4 innings.
Yes, 4
On
innings.
the ghost. What?
I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to do no innings. What do you mean? You don't get 4 tries? No.
No.
Wow.
It's like that must have been the ghost of somebody that didn't know how to hold a cue or something.
I mean, I was practicing today, and I was hitting them good. I really thought I was probably going to win tonight if I could get to 30. I mean, I was practicing, like I was beating the 10-ball ghost with the soft break like most of the time. So I was like, man, this. I just got to, and then I just could not get anything together. It's just. And then that turned into me missing shots, you know, like I missed a couple shots. Like I thought myself out of missing the shot. I don't even know why I would think about missing. You know?
Everybody reading this at the same time.
Yeah, we're like,
This is good for anybody to try. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Dusty.
whatnot.
This
So
is this is the thing about that format. Like I said, it is a shooter's format. It looks easy. Oh, any ball, whatever. You know, it's just like those guys at the bar that thinks we don't know how to play because we play with ball in hand. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Then we play with them and they can't even run a ball.
Well,
you know
that's-
what I'm saying?
That's the only fair way to play with ball in hand, because when you play with people that don't even use ball in hand, they do
Oh,
stuff.
that's what
where
I'm saying.
They
You
don't
know-
even
you know
roll
what
the
I'm
ball
talking
to the rail, you know, or they're like, "Oh, you're behind." They scratch intentionally, you know, and then you have to shoot
Exactly.
from behind the line, and your ball is behind the line, and you have to kick. Like, why should you scratch and I have to kick?
Exactly.
That kind of
So-
stuff, you know.
So like I said, this is a shooter's game. The part where you're sweating it is on the break. And not only that, trying to move that cue ball around, you know what I'm saying, without fouling, of course, and without, like I say, you do have to call your shots. So, you know, if you're shooting a combo or whatever, it is call pocket. So you don't have to call it off any other ball. You just have to call that shot into that pocket. So you could
If you
break
make
off
the
a
ball-
cluster,
Now,
but
if
you
you do-
just call the ball, and you know, every ball's neutral. So
if you
anybody
do,
have any
if you-
questions about it?
If you-
Ron, you
if
have
you-
any questions about it?
No, it looks like it's a good format. I think that I understand it, and you know, based on the stream, I see a lot of people that are chit chatting about it, and it kind of sounds like it's pretty straightforward. Ruben. So,
Yeah, it's like I
think
said,
it's
it's straightforward. The reason why it's straightforward is because, you know, everything's neutral. if you want to go for the bonus ball, it sounds easy, but it's really not. We all know where that 8-ball might land. And that's why we don't want to mess with, I don't want to mess with anything as far as if you make the 8-ball on the break, do you get a bonus? You know how it is with the 8-ball on the break. I'm not going to say how it is with the 10-ball break because Ron Johnson makes it look easy, but making that 8-ball on the break is not easy. And it's not about 8-ball on the break. The whole point of this format, it's just like you see up on the title, it's a high run. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have to see how much of a difference because I think there's a definite advantage to a smaller table for making balls on the break, you know, for specifically the 8-ball rack, you know.
Yeah.
Generally, yes, you will have more clusters and it's probably harder to run, but it's a little easier to make balls on the break. That could be a big enough, you know, might be a huge advantage, you know, because if you figure out where you got to break, you could just break all night. Maybe you'll be putting hundreds up, you know, and
that's where, by the way, guys, the template does not come in effect as well. So you have to rack them clean, and you have to make sure you give yourself a rack. And of course, it is rack your own because you're playing yourself or you're playing with somebody else wherever. But like I said, the template, the reason why is because it's going to affect rows, and you're not allowed to touch a ball after the break is broken. So you're not allowed to pick up something to move something off it or anything like that. Because, you know, everything's neutral.
And if you're going into a cluster and you make as long as you make your initial shot that you called and
you don't scratch.
Falls, but you have to make your original called shot first.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to make your initial. Like I said, if you bump a ball and something else goes in, as long as you make that ball you called, those points count. The only way you get dead points is if you scratch on the break and you make balls, or if you shoot at a ball and you make it and you scratch, everything's dead. Nothing. You don't get rewarded for any non-legal shots.
Sounds good.
It's pretty simple and forward. That's what I like about it. And what I like about it too, it's going to keep you shooting. So it's going to keep you thinking as well. If you see a cluster, you're going to have to figure it out. And I mean, you're going to tell, you know, from a shooter when the way they're moving the ball around. You guys all know if somebody's banging them around, they're going to create clusters, and that's where the run's going to stop. So it is a shooter's game. It sounds easy, but we all know. I think Todd already tried it. Yeah, Todd already tried it, and he goes, "Man, I couldn't get past the rack," you know. But his table's a little bit tough because it doesn't break as open, and that's where it makes it interesting as well. I mean, you really have to give that break a pop.
It's very frustrating. Like I said, I'll post my. Like I said, I recorded my first 20 that I did, and I broke dry the next time. But I recorded that one. I'll put that one on after the stream tonight. That way you guys can see my journey to my first 20.
It's when you guys rolling out your match, the trial for this.
Soon. We're trying to figure out a day that we can that he don't have a league. And I'm not working.
And Darren, if you want to do commentating, bud,
okay,
we'll call you. I figured if Chuck could afford you, I could afford you too. before you become too expensive for us.
Ruben, don't forget, you got to send me your
when the
address.
sponsors start calling me.
Hey, is it 24 karat gold or 18 karat gold?
I don't know. It looks the same.
It's 24 karat plastic.
I want to make sure you can send me the right one. The crown.
Yeah.
So Ruben, you going to go after that trophy, right?
Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one. Like I said, this table is not as easy as it looks. I mean, those clusters kill me. The break actually helped me a lot today.
It looks like an APA 3 could break and run like 3 packs on that thing.
Yeah, I want to see that happen.
APA 3.
Like I say,
Left-handed.
when I lose my phone does ring and I get calls. What I just did cost me money, but I can't wait to hold that crown over my head.
Well, he has Ruben has always said that this is the one thing that he wanted to win with the King of the Hill
Because
Timball.
he feels like everybody else has got one, but he's just slipped his hands, you know.
Oh.
Slipped his fingers.
Well, is the grass greener, Ruben, on this side?
I just can't wait. I'm gonna give you my information, Tim. Send me my crown. And like I said, it's not gonna be easy defending it, of course. Because we're going straight into what, another format now?
Well, first I'm gonna have the King of the Hill battle, which you three are in, plus Marco. The winner of that will stay on and be the King of the Hill for the new format coming up.
You'll have to start doing 2 a week. You're gonna have to do two tournaments a week.
I've actually thought about that. That's all about.
You could do the drawing on the same night. You know, that way you don't have to do 2 different streams for that. Do the drawing for both. You know, and you could do a 10 ball and an 8 ball, and just do it. I mean,
Yeah,
you could do them. You could do them in a row if you just wanted to set a night to do it. Like that way, you'd have to set aside 2 days to do it. You know, like you could still do both on Sunday. We just started at 7 or 6 or something like that, and you could do 8 and then or 10 and then 8 or whatever right in a row. Of course, that sucks for you, but
well, that also goes along with the guys from California too, because like Ruben don't even get off work until what?
Late,
about 6. So
I've been coming out earlier, Chuck.
say it again,
we'll
sir.
see how long the 8 ball
Yeah, I've been
takes.
coming out earlier. I'm good by 6 o'clock now.
So, but that still puts me at 9 o'clock starting my first match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, if we do the run, I'd rather have you.
You could
tired
figure
than
out a
nice
way
and
to
fresh.
get both. You know, if you could get it down to an hour, an hour 15, if you could get it done, you could do both, in one stream, and then you'd be done in 2.5 hours, and you'd have 2 done, which would be cool. And that would let twice the amount of people participate. And you may bring in some new viewers too, maybe.
Well, if I do, if I go ahead and do it, keep it about hour and 15, I might just do 2 nights, and that way it's not too hard, because I don't want to start because if I'm starting at 9 o'clock myself, because of the people in California that's 3 hours behind me, I don't have, it's going to be a long time for like people like.
Well, it's only Ruben. It's only Ruben that works on Sunday, right?
I don't work Sunday.
Well, see, he's off. We could start early on Sunday, earlier.
It's me that works. Like tonight, I worked till 8. I got here and
we're waiting on Chuck.
We better put in that 2 weeks notice, Chuck, because once we start getting paid, you won't even have to work.
All right.
That's how this works. That's how this works.
Anybody wants to sponsor me, let me know. Predator, let me know.
Send them Benjamins in. Chuck's got a PayPal donate on the home screen. If anybody wants to make a donation to the channel, I'm sure Chuck will make good use of it. Because I mean, he's taking time out of his week to do this for everybody. So if you want to send a few bucks Chuck's way, I'm sure he won't mind. He does a lot for us.
I think goes back to the channel as far as giveaways and trophies and whatnot.
That's not free stuff, So
yeah, like I said, Chuck, you definitely. Those trophies you send out, all the time you put in. Definitely appreciate it. That's what I like about this community. We're here having fun. We're here on a Sunday. We've never would have met each other before, but we always put in our time, and it's always enjoyable playing with everybody, and it's pretty fun. We know we love what we're doing because we're always here doing what we're doing, even though we're not making buckets of money or anything like that. This is just fun. We all have the same common interests, and we're just here enjoying ourselves, having a good time.
Amen.
For sure.
All right, guys. Well, it's getting late. I appreciate appreciate everybody for joining us. Appreciate the dry run from Ruben. Like I said, that's something you could probably try by yourself.
High run, but You're already
Can we
talking
do a,
smack.
can we do a
Chuck.
Calcutta? Can you do a Calcutta for the viewers? You know what I mean?
No, I was
You
telling
can-
people, Ruben, I was telling people thank you for doing your dry run of that.
Oh yeah. I thought you were already talking smack about my shooting.
You could
Oh,
do
no,
a Calcutta where you get like 10%, right? Or something like
Right.
that. And then have everybody, if everybody wants to send in who they think's gonna win, you know, or you could have odds, and then you could have like a Calcutta. You could do bids or whatever you want.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ruben, I
I
played
don't
you
know how that
in
works. It better be friends and family though.
Right.
Ruben, I played you in person. I know what you can do, buddy.
Yeah. No, it was a fun, Chuck. Put up that picture, Chuck. Or are you able to put it up right now?
Oh yeah.
The picture with me and you and Massey.
Oh, well, I got this one first. This is going to be, yeah, this
And
is our.
Darren, I like to. Darren did that, by the way. What you see in the background, awesome stuff,
Sweet.
Darren. You always knock it out of the park.
Thanks,
I
man.
appreciate, like I said, all the time you spent. That's another guy that, I mean, I'm telling you, we can't say enough. You always, you know, do a lot for us, Darren, and we really appreciate you as well, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna put up that one. When you want me to.
What I don't understand is how you made Chuck look exactly like it were that 8-ball.
Nice.
Look at that. That's good times right there, Chuck. look at Chuck's smile, man. That just says it all. Don't do it, Chuck. He's gonna run racks on us now next time.
That's a middle finger. That's Chuck's middle finger.
But yeah, that smile always makes me laugh when I see Chuck like that.
What was he drinking?
That's just all natural, buddy.
Yeah,
What
I'm
was he
not drinking
drinking?
anything. I wasn't drinking nothing now. No, when I was gonna play a Mike Massey, I was gonna be sober, buddy.
I was saying, what was Mike Massey drinking?
No, he wasn't drinking nothing either. He just salad and coffee, I think.
Yeah, I bought him a Caesar chicken salad at the end.
Nice.
I'm a Mike. I want to do
Everybody-
something for you. What can I do? He goes, buy me a salad, a chicken salad.
What a guy, man.
I'm like,
What,
you're
what a
awesome.
legend.
Yeah, he just said, "Hey guys, you run this table. I'll play with you."
Yep.
I mean,
That's cool.
I just went to introduce myself and told him who I was, and
He's tall.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
you think
he's-
about it, like if you're like a household name like that, like you go to the bar, someone wants to play you for $50 or whatever, and just just put money in your pocket over and over again. You can go to the local bar and just make a couple bucks and pay for. I know there's not a lot of money in pool, but you'd be surprised how much money these guys could probably grab on the side.
well, just the fact that he took the time to play with us, and he didn't have to. He was just over there sitting down, chilling out, and but just the fact that he took time out of his day to play with us, and
Hell yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's just down to earth, and just a normal guy. I mean,
Yeah, that was awesome. Like I said, that look. I mean, when I seen Chuck doing his trick shots and Mike Massey saying, "Wow, that's a good one."
I'm ready
like,
to,
man,
I'm
that
ready
right
to
there
try
was a
out the
highlight.
new format.
what?
I'm fixing to break out a 60.
It sounds easy, but I'm telling you.
I bet I can't make a ball.
All right, dudes, I'm logging off for the night. I gotta get
Yeah.
my ass to bed.
I
good
gotta
night,
run.
Darren. I
But,
appreciate you coming out.
I'll watch and see what you can get. I'll talk to everybody later. Everybody in the chat, thanks for joining in.
Oh, you made a ball.
Made
All right,
a ball.
Darren. Good night, bud. Good night, Ron Johnson.
Yep. Take care, everybody. Thanks, Chuck, for the stream. It was
Thank
fun.
you, guys.
I had a lot of
Good
fun,
win.
guys.
Good win, Ruben. Congrats, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you. You got a nice spread there, buddy. 8-ball's in a good spot as well.
See if you can break my 40.
We should do a heads up right now and me on Dream Crusher. See, it's a shooter's game because you still have to move that ball where it has to be. See, you're moving that ball beautiful. You're already knowing what your next ball is at. What is? Ooh, there it is.
I know this table. It's not designed for it.
See that bump? It affects everything. Ooh, now we're getting interesting. Oh man, you make that look too easy. Where's that ball gonna go? Nice.
That's what we're saying, guys. I mean, this is for this is for shooters.
Yeah, it's a shooter's game. I mean, you seen what he just did on those last 5 transitions was not easy. And now, of course, he's going to try to get to the 8 ball. And then the fun part is the break after that. And there it is. He's going to have to sweat out this 8 ball. Now I want to see the next break.
So right
Nice
now,
run, man. You see, Tim, I think you're holding yourself back using that template rack. You broke it better without the template rack.
Yeah, I found out I break better on my table with a small rack on 8 ball anyway.
All right, this is it. You have a run of 20 right now, by the way, because you saved the bonus ball. You saved the 8 ball last, so you got 20 points. Oh, there it is. Your run stops. Chuck. And that is the beauty of high run right there.
Yeah, I still did.
Oh, no, you know what? Whoa. You scratched. Keep going. No, that was after the second. Yeah, your run
that's
stopped.
the second game.
Yeah, you're only allowed to do that on the first one after the next rep. You
Yeah,
see
I
what I'm saying?
didn't make a ball. I don't think I made a ball.
Yeah, so that's where your run does stop. If that would have been your first break, you weren't able to shoot from the kitchen, but you're only able to get 15 points. Nice run, though, Tim.
Should you always re-break? You could almost go, well, I'll just shoot this one out, but I can only get 15.
That was a nice run, though, Tim.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I wasn't really playing good pattern. I was just kind of playing pattern.
No, you're playing pretty loose on that last rack. And like I said, the rack doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is of course, the 8 ball being in the normal 8 ball spot, and then the first ball being on the spot, the top ball. See, I could tell Tim's addicted already.
I am.
There it is. So now you shoot from the kitchen, and you cannot get. And look at that cluster right there. You can see a cluster. I want to see you run this out now. So now, and you can only shoot away from the kitchen, of course.
Yeah, I played.
Nice. Look at that.
I played this for hours.
He's not out of the woods.
Yeah, I played a couple hours this yesterday, and I wasn't even filming it. That's why I got.
And the reason why, guys, there's no bonus if you run or save the 8 ball last, if you scratch or break dry. The reason why is because you could still continue the run if you make a ball on the break. You know what I'm saying? So even if Tim were to get 15, look at that, trying to get to the next ball.
All right, I had enough.
You know what I'm saying, Tim? if you would have ran that, you still could have continued your run if you made a ball on the break.
Yeah, as long as
So
you made a ball.
you still could have got a 20 on the next one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's why it's called high run, you know?
Yeah,
It's high run pool for HR pool.
yeah. But it's gonna be hard to get. Well, you could keep getting 15s. You could get 15 and 15.
All right,
Yeah,
Chuck.
No,
one
you're not
more.
going to get 15. You have to get 20s almost after the first one.
All right, I'm gonna break your record.
It's not going to take much. It's only 20.
No, it's actually easy, but one last try. I know Gizmo's been trying to call me to congratulate me, and I'm over here
three
busy.
times I made one ball, and the first time it was the last ball rolling.
All right, Chuck, one attempt. Put my overview. All right, so I
15.
could only get a 15, well, not even a 15 if I made another ball on the break. Because if I make a ball on the break, it's a dead ball. So nothing went in. But now I got this cluster. So I'm going to try to figure this out right now. I'm going to go for the 9 on the side.
Ruben,
Don't do it.
do those pockets
do
get
it.
bigger? Do
Woo!
those pockets get bigger since last time you played on, Ruben?
4 in the corner.
Hey, Ruben. Did those
Yes.
pockets get bigger since last time you played on it?
Hold on, Chuck. I'm addicted to this game, buddy. What'd you say?
I said, did those pockets get bigger since last time you played on it?
Yes. They get bigger every time. There it is. This is the angle I wanted. Now I could skim that top ball. This is the beauty of this game right here. See that? That right there is what makes it into that fun run out game.
Well, see, what lower level players need to realize is even when you're breaking out a cluster, you want to pinpoint where you want to break the cluster out at. You don't want to just, send the cue ball into the cluster and hope something good happens. Like, he hit that ball just in a way to get on his next ball.
Exactly. I'm not just banging balls. Like right here, I'm already thinking of my out ball.
Which is a 7 or 6 or 10.
It's going to be my 10 ball. Oh, you know what? It actually didn't matter because I scratched. But either way, it's a good way to practice.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is where you don't get rewarded because I could still do a run. I could still do a run because I get to break again. So there. That's 15.
Did you make a ball on the break when you
No,
scratched
I
it?
scratched.
No. Okay. I didn't know if you dropped the ball. I dropped the ball from scratch.
No, it was dry.
But if you would have, it would have been whatever minus.
It would have been a dead ball, yeah.
So now, in order for him to beat my 40, he has to do this 3 rack. He has to.
Yeah, he has to do 2 more racks at least.
He has to break it on this rack with 20 and get 5 more points on the 3rd rack.
All right, so I have to make a ball on the break. This is where the high run kicks in. And right now I have a run of 15. Oh,
Look how the balls just fall in the holes on it.
all right, here goes. Give it a good bump. Give it a good bump. Oh,
Well, you can fix it right here
Maybe, maybe not.
with the 14. You could go forward 2 rails.
Well, I'm gonna save that for my breakout. Oh yeah,
You could
I
go
don't want to
top
over.
left.
Yep, I'm gonna do it right now. Oh, I missed out my breakout.
But that's the time to do it because you got all these balls in the pockets. So you
Yeah,
can,
right now I could still.
You might even want to play the other ball first.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
See,
You got
now
a
he-
lot of options.
Now he went into that exactly how he wanted to.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a couple balls hanging near the pockets. You can kind of take care of business early and know that you'll have a shot. Oh, that was close.
See, now I know I have to come this way for these, but this is where it's gonna get interesting trying to get to those.
I think you can shoot the 7 straight in.
I think the 15 would be a great A ball shot. I think he's gonna say the 15 for the last ball for the 8.
I think you can just carry them that 6 in, whatever that is, 7.
7,
You
yeah.
can play. You can
Alright.
just play right into it right here.
10 ball in the corner.
Or just take them
I
separately.
might
like
make
that.
both, so it's gonna be beautiful shot.
Now he may go ahead and make the 15 now just because it's kind of where he's at. So I think now he's gonna use the 14 as his 8
And this is
ball.
where I have to be careful because I cannot bump this. This is where you cannot touch another ball. Oh,
You could have played the 8 into the
well,
that
yeah, but
the
I'm
hanger,
going for
but
that
yeah, you
20.
felt like you were going to get that extra 5 points.
Yes,
But now you're done.
exactly. That's where the strategy's there as well.
Yeah.
But that was fun. I think that was my average from the last. Oh no, because I got a 15 plus this run right here. So
20
15,
something,
18,
25,
19,
30.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that was a 29 ball run with 2 racks. I forgot about that picture. I thought there was people there with you, Chuck. I'm like,
It
who's
looked
that
like it, huh?
clean-shaven guy over there behind you?
Sure.
But yeah, what do you think, Tim? You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm up to play some.
But thank you, Chuck. Tim, I'll call you with my info, buddy.
Sounds good. You can text me too.
The perks of being the king.
Yeah, the perks of being a king. You gotta pay. Look at Lou.
Make sure it's what kind of rubies and diamonds does it have?
Crap. They all fell off mine. I keep mine hanging on the pool light, and it literally fell off the light onto the table, and half the diamonds fell off of it. But it did pretty good in the beginning, but I guess it's been 6 months now or something.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like it seems like everything's dry and glued on with Elmer's glue. I mean, this is just like a.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and post my video that I did of my first 20.
Send it on out. I'm putting it in the mail.
While you're ordering his, man, you just replace yours.
Nice.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna send this right to him.
Another trophy.
It's not a belt. I know it's not. It's not like a WWF belt, but
It's just something fun.
you gotta have a.
Chuck.
You should have this in the background. Look at it. It must be 20. We got too much time on our hands, obviously.
Yeah, I like that. I like that cue ball control.
Yeah, I like that video. That bump the 8. A lot of those bumps, you made it look easy, but when you did those 2 railers and try to hit it, that was a nice part about it. The bump the 8. I definitely need to give that a try. I like that format as well.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and call tonight. Almost 3 hours into it, but hey, we got a lot of great content to watch today. So give the high run a shot if you haven't done it yet. And I will post my video as soon as we get off this, but you guys can see my first 20. All right, guys. Love you all. And don't forget to check out Ruben and Tim's channel. That's Tim Z and Roopster 760. All right. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, go ahead, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
All right, guys.